Hi, I'm Cheryl. I'm your future chemical engineer. Have you wondered a world without chemical engineers? Let me show you. Say you want to enjoy your favorite beverage to cool off on a summer's day. Without chemical engineers to make it, you won't be able to enjoy that bottle of soda. The same goes to when you're studying. The chemical engineers are the ones that make your pen and paper, so without them, you won't have any pens or even paper to write on. Chemical engineers have given a huge impact to the world. As chemical engineers, we take raw materials and process them in a way to make semi or finished products that are valuable for our daily lives. For example, in petrochemicals, we can make gasoline, asphalt, and plastic, and in the field of industrial chemicals, we make soap and cosmetics. We can also make innovations in the field of food and beverages, such as decaffeinated coffee. According to U.S. Food and Drug Administration regulations, for coffee to be labeled as decaffeinated, at least 97% of the caffeine must be removed from the beans. There are two main processes to make decaffeinated coffee. One is using solvent extraction, like dichloromethane and ethyl acetate, and one is using supercritical carbon dioxide. In the first method, which is solvent extraction, coffee beans are washed in the solvent until the caffeine has been extracted into it. Then the solvent will be removed. The basic concept in this process is leaching. Leaching is a separation process that removes a component that is solid into a liquid phase. In this process, caffeine will be separated from the coffee beans. The first process can be done in water bath or by treating the beans either with superheated steam or soaking followed by steaming. The moisture content of the coffee beans will then increase. Then, they are treated with solvent like dichloromethane or ethyl acetate. This process will leach most of the caffeine. Next, the beans are heated to remove the residual solvent and excess moisture. After that, the solvent that contains caffeine will be separated from the caffeine. So that's how the first process can be done. The other method is called carbon dioxide extraction. The basic concept in this process is to make the carbon dioxide reaches a supercritical state, so the CO2 can have solvent power for most of the solutes, especially caffeine. The process starts with soaking the green coffee beans in the water to make them swell, and also to allow the CO2 to penetrate the beans easier. The water is also needed to help free the caffeine from chemical complexes in the beans. The CO2 method selectively removes caffeine and very little flavoring. This method also has little or no residue left in the beans, so this method is currently the most widely used for decaffeination. In a high-pressure extraction chamber, CO2 is circulated for up to 10 hours through pre-soaked beans. The CO2 acts as a solvent and to dissolve and draw the caffeine from the coffee beans, leaving only the large flavor molecules behind. Then, in the second vessel, water and caffeine-rich carbon dioxide are passed in opposite directions, and the caffeine will dissolve in water. The carbon dioxide from this process will be repressurized and then reused. Then, caffeine will be recovered from the water.
Now it's time for AIChE Fact. Do you know the first commercial decaf coffee was sold in 1912, and now it accounts for about 12% of total worldwide consumption.
Hold on, why would I drink decaf coffee when I can drink regular coffee?
That's because there are some that are intolerant to caffeine. Plus, you can also get the same benefit as drinking regular coffee.
And that is?
Well, it can reduce the chances of developing type 2 diabetes, colorectal, and prostate cancer. It also protects your liver function and also the neurons of your brain. Better yet, drinking decaf coffee causes less heartburn than drinking regular coffee.
Wow, thanks for the facts, Nikki.
So that's the role of chemical engineers in our daily life. Chemical engineers allows commercialization of caffeine-free coffee, so coffee lovers who cannot withstand caffeine can still enjoy a cup of joe.